I'm Kristen Perkins. Welcome to Sweden. Sweden, the land of the midnight sun, is a Scandinavian nation with thousands of coastal islands along the vast boreal forest and glaciated mountains. Stockholm is Sweden's capital. The southernmost part of Scandinavia, where the countries of Denmark and Sweden meet, in the Bay of Öresund, you will find one of the most dynamic and expansive regions in Europe. This is a place offering a rare combination of a flourishing business environment and a high quality of life.
Pusha på och smeker, men motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Let's get it on! Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker, men motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan.
Lund University is one of the largest and oldest universities in Scandinavia, consistently ranked among the world's top 100 universities. The city of Lund has a rich history of achievements within research and development. Hampus Jakobsen, entrepreneur and co-founder of TAT, discusses the job market within Sweden.
Over the times of developing TAT, one of the things we found that was very helpful was that we could find mentors and advisors and board members and recruiting really good people very easy.
The Medicine Village opened its doors to begin the journey of becoming a player on the global life science arena with excellent conditions for the growth and development of local and international companies. The city's vision is to become the best city in the world for sustainable urban development by 2020. Besides having a fantastic infrastructure for international business, southern Sweden offers beautiful countryside and the chance to enjoy a high quality of life. Here, you will benefit from the high standards in housing, universal free education, subsidized healthcare, and low cost of living. Whether you want to live city life or live by the sea, it is rarely more than 30 minutes to work. Southern Sweden offers that perfect combination of work-life balance. Sweden is a constitutional monarchy, a democracy where there is a king who is symbolic but holds no political power, and a prime minister who is the leader of the moderate party. A party needs at least 4% of the votes in an election to be a member of Riksdag. The Red and Green Party is a coalition made up of Social Democrats, the Green Party, and the Left Party. They currently hold 138 of the 349 seats. Currently, one of the top political issues is the state budget on immigration and pensions. The Swedish people will be voting to either save money from the pensions or immigration budgets. Sweden is a politically free country and is ranked 4th out of 175 countries in the 2014 Transparency Corruption Perception Index. Property rights are at 90, which remains at a steady pace, and freedom from corruption is down to a rating of 87. According to the World Index, Sweden's political stability is rated at 1.07. Rule of law property rights is at 90, which has remained as a steady constant, and the freedom from corruption is down to 87.
Hello, my name is Tyson Sampe, and I will be going over the economic system of Sweden. Sweden is one of the most competitive countries in the world. It's actually ranked in the top 10. It's a very complex economy as far as the whole country goes, and is definitely one of the more industrialized countries in the world. Sweden is the only country where every region has a higher gross domestic product per capita than the average EU, which makes it a very unique country within the European Union. Human Development Indicator, Sweden is very similar to the United States. During 2010, you can actually see based on the chart that they were almost the exact same when it came to the level of human development as far as individuals having a long, healthy life, being knowledgeable, and having a good quality standard of living. When it comes to gross national income, of course, the United States has more growth than Sweden. However, as you can see in the graph, Sweden has had significant growth since the early 1990s, where their parameters for growth were negative. Gross national income per capita, PPP, is a good indicator for a lot of foreign businesses to understand what the average person in a country makes, and also what type of products that can be sold in that country. Let's first say a Mercedes-Benz or more Volkswagen cars. So that's a good indicator. And as you can see here, based on the graph, the gross national income per capita, PPP, for US is slightly higher, but not significantly higher than Sweden's. So a lot of the products that are bought in US, I mean, if you want to measure it that way, could also be obtained in the country of Sweden. The economic freedom in Sweden is very high, which shows that it has prosperity and opportunity to promote ideas in their homes, their schools, and their communities. And it shows they don't need as much authority from a government as for someone who has less economic freedom. So that's a very good thing about the country of Sweden. Sweden is one of the easiest countries in the world to trade with. However, when comparing it to the foreign exchange rate, it's very low compared to someone such as Australia, compared to the US dollar.
Socioculture based on Hofstede's dimensions show that Sweden has a lower individualism than compared to the United States. This tells us that the Swedish are more interested in collaborative work and less concerned with how they personally get ahead. Based on Hofstede's dimensions, we also see that Swedish are higher in indulgence than the United States. This tells us that Swedish focus more on quality of life and what makes them happy, versus Americans who may focus more on work and getting that next promotion. I wonder if there is a correlation between Sweden's higher indulgence and increase in life expectancy based on their human index score. Sweden's ranked top in the world in reading, math, and science. They show to have a higher rank than the United States in reading and math, but the United States is higher ranked in science. In Sweden, their expected years of school is also lower than the United States. Interesting, right?
Technology and research at Swedish universities and companies has resulted in many successful innovations. For example, the pacemaker, the dialysis machine, and mobile telephony were all developed in Sweden. One of the many fields, such as nanotechnology, is in the process of developing an inexpensive, easily chargeable battery containing no metal. Because of Sweden's team culture, they have joined a venture involving several countries researching the fields of nano, neuro, and information technology. In Stockholm, medical procedures for breast cancer are being developed. It involves a brand new method for treating breast cancer. A cancerous tumor is injected with a high-frequency electric burn. The procedure is done on an outpatient basis and is totally painless. Scientists in Sweden are developing a new technology for textiles, which has been coined smart textiles. Students from all over the world are coming to the Swedish textile industry to lead the field in creating tomorrow's smart textiles. Thanks to an open and international research climate that nurtures innovation, Sweden has become the melting pot of influences, ideas, and experiences, providing the basis to solutions in all areas of life.
Hello, my name is Lisa Yoder, and I'm going to now discuss the environmental aspects of Sweden for our pestle analysis. Yale's EPI assigns a score and a rank for 9 environmental indicators. We will review each of these indicators for Sweden and compare how they stand up to other countries for 2016, but also to see if or how they have changed since 2007. Sweden's overall rank on the EPI is an impressive 3 for 2016. This is a 1.81% increase over the past 10 years. The United States of America's overall rank on the EPI is currently 26. They have seen a 3.84% increase over the past 10 years. We will now dive into each of these 9 environmental indicators for Sweden. The health impacts rating for Sweden has moved up to the number 5 spot from number 8 in 2007. Likewise, air quality has seen improvement with a current ranking of 22, up from the 33rd spot for the year 2007. Sweden's water and sanitation rating has moved down. This is the only indicator for Sweden that has moved down in its rank. It is currently ranked number 16 from number 13 in 2007. Water resources has remained unchanged and has been ranked 12 from 2007 and 2016. Agriculture has moved up and is ranked number 1 in the world. Sweden has seen significant improvement, while in 2007 was ranked 59th. Forests is unchanged and has maintained a ranking of 107 both in 2007 and currently for 2016, while fisheries is up to a ranking of 63 from a position of 82 in 2007. We have also seen improvement in biodiversity and habitat for Sweden. It is now ranked 57th compared to the 61st spot in 2007. However, climate and energy is unchanged, but holding the number 10 spot over the past 10 years. This has been the environmental analysis for Sweden. Hello, it's Lisa again, and now I'm going to review the SWOT analysis for Sweden. The SWOT analysis stands for the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We'll go over each of these 4 components. One of Sweden's obvious strengths is that it's a coastal nation. This makes access for trade much easier. Sweden has a highly developed economy, high global competitiveness, and in the Environmental Performance Index, they're ranked number 3. One of Sweden's weaknesses is the fact that there are multiple languages spoken in this country. Even the Swedish dialects can be very different and difficult for people to understand. There are government inefficiencies and 8 different political parties. Improvement could also be seen with the intellectual property rights. Sweden has many opportunities, one being to maintain the GDP growth rate, continue high performance in education, and to continue the technological innovation and continued growth. Sweden's threats include the aging population and the effect this could have on the economy. Likewise, EU changes could affect the strong economy that Sweden currently sees. Competition in business will also exist, especially with the globalization of the world.
Sweden's IPRI overall has been much higher since 2007 than the United States. Sweden's physical property rights and legal and political involvement has been higher than the United States since 2007. In Sweden, intellectual property rights has been lower than the United States except for 2011 and 2012. This means that the Swedish overall have more rights than the United States. However, patents, trademarks, and copyrights are not as protected as they are in the United States.
If you change your mind, take a chance. I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me.